first heard about this award, he's mentioned it in passing that he's been going to this dinner and it's a Citizen of the Year award. I knew it was literally just a matter of time until he got it. He'll tell you differently, but I've always just waited. I see firsthand all that he does for the town and how much he's appreciated, and people tell me all the time how highly they think of my dad.
Nick is our go-to guy when it comes to community, when it comes to donors, when it comes to seeking historical perspective on anything having to do with the hospital and its great relationship with the greater Westerly community. Nick has been there for a long time. He's still as enthusiastic about his job today as I think he was his first day on the job. He still has that passion, he still has that enthusiasm, he still has that respect and trust out in the community, and you can't put a price tag on that. You can't put a value on it. It's invaluable.
Well, the Westerly Hospital Foundation is a very streamlined organization, and Nick is the glue that holds it all together. He organizes us as board members. He runs the show single-handedly with only just a little bit of assistance, and it's been that way for years. And without Nick, I don't know how the foundation could go forward.
I feel that Nick is deserving of the award because he is so kind and he is so caring, and that to me is what we do at Westerly Hospital, is we care. He isn't just a go-getter, an achiever. He is kind in everything he does, and he brings gentleness and softness to everything he does in his dealings with people, whether it be the donors, any of the constituents that we work with at the hospital.
He's comfortable in his job, he's comfortable in what he does, and he's great at both.
He cares for Westerly in this area. It's not just a job.
I think, as with anything that my dad has taught me, he's taught me about the value of both family and community.
He's one of our great, steadfast supporters. We see Nick as the calm in the storm. You know, no matter what swirling is going on around us, Nick is always calm, cool, and collected. He is a remarkably dedicated volunteer, whether we need chowder for an event, which is amazing, people to plant trees, people to sign letters. No matter what you need, Nick is there. Nick is reliable, a true supporter, and a tremendous board member.
To me, Nick embodies community. He's everywhere. You go to a community function, there's Nick.
I found that working with Nick was a joy, a simple pleasure. You give him an assignment, and he knows how to complete it. And there's never, ever a worry that it's not going to get done. Because
Nick is steady as he goes. Forget about angry or mad or upset. He is even-tempered and unflappable. So I've never seen him sweat.
But what is so special about Nick is the personal involvement he has with the groups. It starts with the handwritten notes, to the follow-up phone calls, to the auctioned off dinners, privately done at his home that he chefs, to the personal attention he gives to the members of the organizations, as well as to those people who benefit from the organizations. He has a global look as well as a deep, involved local look.
Nick brings the big picture to everything. He can be very philosophical too at times. He's very wise, and he's sometimes very paternal, and he puts everything in perspective. He's calm, he's collected, he's thoughtful, he steps back, he doesn't react, and he's, quite honestly, he's unflappable. I've never seen the man get angry.
He's a go-to person and approachable, and he's going to solve your problems. At the same time, he's going to do it in a very caring manner.
No matter what it is, if you ask Nick to be a part of it, if you need volunteers, he is always there for you, and you can count on him.
we've worked together on different fundraisers, and very diligently he put every effort into anything that he does. He's there on time, he collects the money, he brings in the flags, he's there for every occasion that we need him there for. He's just a enthusiastic, wonderful individual to work with.
Nick is always on call for me and for the rest of my family and for friends that we have in common. He's one of the easiest people in the world to give a phone call to and say, can you help me with this?
A lot of us in the office have been through some difficult things in our lives over the past few years, and Nick is there as a friend, and he puts that first. The way he treats us comes before what needs to get done, and he just makes us feel very comfortable. It's like a home there.
I think he spends all his time trying to make other people's days a little bit easier.
He never lets anybody down.
I value Nick very much as a friend because I have had adversity in my life, and no matter what it is, I can always call Nick. You can rely on him.
He's always been sort of the glue that holds other people together. So I would say the most fundamental thing to know about Nick is that in all of his roles, family, work, friendship, Nick is one of the best friends you could ever have.
There's not an insincere bone in his body. He is universally liked, and I've never heard him say a bad word about anyone.
He just loves to show his appreciation of people through cuisine. Those of us on the receiving end are very grateful.
He's a fantastic chef. It's a 5-star restaurant when you walk into his home.
It's been pretty good. Dinner at my house has always been a good time. It's always great to come home and, now that I'm at college, come home and get some Nick Stahl food, as my mom calls it.
Nick has a great sense of humor. Nick J. Stahl, his middle initial J is actually given to him by his mother because she really wanted him to be a great dancer, and so J stands for jitterbug. I don't think a lot of people know that about Nick. But more than being a funny guy, he is extremely generous, very dedicated, and a wonderful human being.
Everybody knows Nick is a class act. He's a gentleman. He's very caring. He's very involved in a lot of different groups.
I think all of us who know him and work with him and admire and respect him are so happy that now he's finally being recognized for it, but certainly that has never been his motivation.
Nick is an incredibly generous human being in all aspects of his life and within his family and community, and there is nobody who deserves this honor this year more than Nick Stahl.
Nick is a great friend.
Indispensable.
Reliable.
Professional.
Loyal.
Collaborative.
On the go.
Honest.
Universally capable.
True integrity.
Generous.
Dedicated.
Selfless.
Empathetic.
Always there.
He's youthful.
Unflappable.
A gentleman.
Calm.
Hardworking.
Kind.
Caring.
He's so fun.
Gentle.
Just a great guy.
Hi, Nick. Congratulations. Citizen of the Year is certainly deserved, and you've been citizen for life, so thank you for everything.